going on, guys? We got my boy Andrew here.
What's going on, guys?
Sir, show him what deck you playing. What deck you been playing, man?
King Vegeta, super big fan of aggro. Right now, this is the most aggro deck in the format. I'm sure by now you guys know what it does. When it swings, look at the top 5, grab a red Saiyan. Awaken when I'm at 4 or my opponent's at 4, so on my aggressive turn 1 and turn 2, I just got to get them down to 4, and then I can awaken.
Mad aggressive. All right, let's see this deck profile, man. Break this down for the idiots.
So I went with a 2-2 split just because there are some scenarios where I need to play 2 of them on my board just so I can continue to go off. It doesn't come up very often. If you don't have both of them, you can definitely get away with just 4 and 4. The draw engine, need 4 of those.
What's this do?
So you put one of the young invaders from either your side of the field or their side of the field to the bottom of the deck, play him out, and then you select 1 card in your hand, put it at the bottom of the deck again, and draw 2 cards. So it's just a way for you to cycle, especially when these get in your hand, the young invaders get in your hand, it's a way to put them back into the deck.
Okay, bet.
Same thing with these guys, same summoning condition, put 1 of the young invaders on the bottom of the deck, play him. He searches the top 5 for a red Saiyan. He's also a 19k critical.
The whole deck is red Saiyans, basically.
Pretty much. This is a pseudo combo. Basically, you can search it off my leader, search it off this last guy for red Saiyans. He's 10k instead of 5. Broken. Best super combo for the deck. I was running the Nappa for a little while. Not a big fan. I like being able to draw. So all these are free minus this card. Then we go into a couple other cards that actually cost. There's not too many cards in this deck that cost energy, but here are a few. I went with a 2-2 split. I've tried 4 of both of these. I decided on a 2-2 split just because both blue and yellow will leave 2 energy open, or at least they feel like they need to leave 2 energy open in order to, if they know what this deck does, they're going to want defense. So this snipes out their floodgates. This deck can have a hard time against floodgates. 2 in the main deck and then 2 in the side. I went with 3 of these because mainly his main purpose in this deck is he's another crit body, but his main purpose is for the blocker negates. Every caller has the blocker negates. Typically I'll slam him down when they're at 5. A lot of people like going from 5 to 4 with the blocker negate. That turns that off. Or if I can bait out the blocker negates, then I just slam him down, attack, kill the blocker, and then he's going in for 15 crit.
All right.
As far as the big boys, these are all, now we're done paying for cards for the most part.
Here we go. These are free.
I want 3 of them because I want to see this guy. He's my win condition. I'll tell you guys straight up right now, all you got to do is not let this go through and you can win the game. Save your Kai negates to remove him. Save your hero's lineage for this guy. Everybody loves stealing this guy. He's the win con. He's what I'm finishing with.
How dare they steal him?
I went with 3 Belmonts because I'm playing 4 of the Taos. Being able to play multiples of these is kind of ridiculous. I would assume they're going to do something more likely to this before this card, but I have a feeling they're going to do something to this in the future.
What about Bodyguard Legend?
I was playing Bodyguard Legend for a while, but I felt like if I'm going to be greedy, I would rather be greedy with this combo, and we'll get there in a minute. But
secret tech, boys.
Nothing. This is a very straightforward deck. There's nothing spicy about this deck. You guys have all seen this before, but here we go. We got our 1-ofs because it's limited 1 for a reason, and because why would we want to pay for anything? So we even have free negates and free negates. The only defense I play that actually costs energy, I went with the 1-1 split. This is actually used on defense more than offense. If I'm going for the win, obviously we're slamming that down. And then at my locals, there's just a lot of black running around, a lot of black decks. So this helps me stall a turn if I run into a floodgate or something that's not going to allow me to continue to push. And then I've gone back and forth between this package and the Bodyguard Legic, plus some more free cards, but just the fact that this guy can add on to the leader, he can add on to in my side decks. I run a Unison package. He's free combo, and then this actually doesn't happen very often. I'll be straight up with you guys, but it does feel really good when it does. This is the only way to do it.
Either there you go, guys.
This
25 right there.
Yeah, 25 right there, or you got to double up or boost them up with one of these. But
Okay, that's right.
The main engine is these three.
Okay.
When it does go off, it feels really good. And honestly, what it really does is it forces them, if you're in black, it forces the Kai negate out for that, which will then allow you to
play the Bardock.
Play your actual win condition. So it forces them to play their negates that they would typically be holding for this Bardock. I would say on average about, if I play 10 games, I'm maybe pulling this out 2 or 3 times. But the deck is very straightforward. And then
Let's see the side. Let's see the heat, guys. More street heat.
So we have all this. Let's get this out the way. We got 2 more of these for your black matchups. 2 more of these for your basically your blue matchups. And then a lot of times, you know, for instance, like there's a lot of callers that will start side decking cards for all this aggression, and then I just kind of slow the game down, throw in the secret rare.
Here's lineage. There we go.
And I start slowing the game down with unisons. A lot of the cards that they're going to side deck for my aggressive package does not affect
your unisons.
Doesn't affect the unisons. So, and then some more free plays for the deck. So it has a switch side deck opportunity where I can go from super aggro, and then they side deck a bunch of floodgates that are going to stop the aggro, and then I just slow the pace down of the game and play more of a grindy unison package. So I haven't tested this in best of 3 yet. I've been playing this locals best of 1, but in play testing with my friends and just, you know, switch side deck, even though they know what I'm doing, it turns the deck from super gas to having the ability to actually slow down and change the pace of the game. So nothing too fancy about the deck. That's my King Vegeta list, and pretty much I'm gonna keep running this until Bandai says no, pretty much, because I like playing aggro, and right now this is the most gas in the format. So
yeah, this deck is too powerful, man. I played against it with Vegeta, and I was still stressing. That thing pushes you in, man. If you guys don't have negates or secret,
yeah, your secret rare. That's what you need.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time,
you need
guys.
Lineage.
You're gonna have a hard time. I've seen this guy play. He's crushing kids. Turn 2. All right, man. Thanks for the deck profile. We'll have to get the hell out of here.
All right, man. Have a good one, guys.